Hello, fellow travelers, and welcome back to the Ent Travels. This is my Chicago video, day 1.5. I've been here since about 3 o'clock, 2:30 Saturday afternoon. Welcome to my humble hotel room. It's not much, but it's the home away from home. Anyway, this is my school's break, fall break. I think that's what they call it, something like that. And I don't know what information or what kind of information that I really have for you in way of touristy stuff, except for that I stopped by the Navy Pier this evening with it dark and foreboding with the lake that is Michigan. Was dark and foreboding. Everything was closed, so I didn't get to do much in the way of touristy stuff, which is per normal, but I couldn't even inform those of you who do like the touristy stuff what the hell is going on. But I do have other fun stuff for you, and the more non-touristy things, I guess, and kind of walking around lovely downtown Chicago and stuff. Let's start with yesterday for dinner. Yesterday for dinner, we stopped by Bouvet's Bar in Boeuf. I don't know how to speak French, so that was my best pronunciation for Boeuf. B-O-U-E-F. However you pronounce it, those of you who speak French and watch my videos, I apologize. It's the best I got for you, though. So, yeah. Anyway, we didn't do too much after that. There was no evening activity, really. Because Amtrak is a difficult thing to sleep on. So, yeah, I like Amtrak. It's cheaper, but if you can't sleep on trains and you can't sleep in cars, you're not going to sleep in trains. I would advise not taking a trip in the evening if you want to get some sleep. That's going to be probably a little difficult. Then this morning, we stopped more this afternoon for brunch. We went to the Bongo Room, a wonderful little place. And then we kind of hopped around. Oh, we popped by the Lincoln Park Zoo, which actually was pretty decent. For it being free, I would say that it'd be a wonderful place to go again for those of you who are thrifty. We didn't get to any other places today because it's Sunday and most places close early anyway. Then this evening we stopped by the Publican. That was pretty good, and I'll get to my reviews and stuff later. My kind reviews, which no one else seems to publish. Anyway, and then we're back here for the evening. It's a little bit early to be wrapping up, but, well, whatever. That's fine, not really too worried. It's a Sunday evening, nothing's open. But, then we'll have tomorrow, which is all kinds of exploration, and I hopefully will be able to share some of it with you then. I know, 2 days of straight videos, go figure. So, let's get into mentioning the restaurants. Okay, last night, the Vets was a very entertaining atmosphere. It was enjoyable. We were seated in the basement parlor area, which the music was loud, but I was still pretty easily hearing the waiter and the people at the table, stuff like that. I think it wouldn't be an issue for those of you there. I don't know if it's completely date atmosphere. I don't know if I'd want to go there on a first date because I can't talk to anyone. The music was pretty bumping downstairs. I don't know about the upstairs. I wasn't there. Seems like it might have been a little bit quieter. But yeah. And this is this over here. The person laughing at my, I guess, obvious bumblings in conversation is the person I'm in Chicago with, who is not going to get on camera via my volition. So that's her.
You're not letting me on camera?
I'm not turning the laptop towards you, so no.
What if I walked over there? Would you punch me out of the way?
I probably wouldn't, But
How generous.
I know I'm a good person.
Continue.
She's telling me to continue my vlog, fellow travelers.
Your vlog.
Get her. I'll provide a name and address later this evening.
You don't know where I live.
That's what she thinks. So, anyway, the Vets is... It's not exactly... I wouldn't say it's a first date atmosphere. I'd say if you've been on dates with somebody before, it'd be a wonderful place to go, but don't know if I'd stop there for a first date. Now she's just providing commentary for me.
Oh, a double date would be good.
Now I guess I have to include parentheses Chicago with the Enton friend. Anyway, yeah, I don't know about first dates. I felt like it was a little bit loud. I definitely would have done a return date. Would be fun to me, but first date maybe not so much. Anyway, then we stop by the bongo room. Blah blah blah. Everyone's going to talk about the wait. Everyone and their mother are going to talk about the wait. It's about 45 minutes, and people are going to bitch about it, and everyone is going to bitch about it, and them. That's simple. I don't care. My main thing is I want to be able to enjoy the food. I want to be able to enjoy the atmosphere and the serving staff. I enjoyed all of those things. They were courteous, kind servers. The food came it felt like almost immediately after we served it, but for short order cooks, that was some fantastic work. And to be quite honest, that was probably the best coffee in a restaurant I have ever had. And that's saying something. I've had coffee in a lot of restaurants. But I mean, that's something normally I don't bring up coffee, because coffee is coffee. But that was definitely enjoyable to me. Even the small stuff was nice. Let's see here. I really liked the flavors in the variety of flavors in different dishes just by the look of it. Even the pancakes, where you can go to a mainstream place like IHOP and Village, and don't get me wrong, I like those places, but you get blueberry pancakes or something, or buttermilk or whatever. This place, I mean, their flavors were so different. I felt like there was a real depth to it, and that was nice for me. I normally feel like I don't get that in a lot of restaurants, so it's a big plus if you're looking for variety and possibly sharing plates, stuff like that. Then it is kind of a fancier place in Wicker Park. And Wicker Park is a pretty... by the way, Wicker Park, fantastic neighborhood. I love the hell out of it. It's very pretty. But it felt very much... the presentation felt like Wicker Park. It was simplistic, but it was very attractive. So I really liked the presentations and all the stuff. So even the fruit plate was so simplistically wonderful. It felt nice. It wasn't overdone, and so that's about that. And then, and I have to say, if you're worried about weight versus what you get with food, it shouldn't be an issue. The portions there are liberal, to say the least. I had trouble getting all of my food down, and I hadn't eaten since 6:30, 7 o'clock the previous evening. So it was about like 16 hours so without food. But I had trouble finishing it, and I mean, that was pretty impressive. I think that itself made up for the wait, let alone the flavors. The food is incredible. I don't think there's anyone out there that's going to tell you the food is bad. They're just going to bitch about the wait. So there is that. But if you don't mind waits, bongo room for you. Next up, we had the Publican this evening. The Publican is a course-based restaurant, which means you have family-style servings, and you go through and you select specific courses that you want. Tonight I didn't have much because I was hoping to grab something from the Navy Pier, which didn't happen, but c'est la vie, what are we going to do? But what I did have was fantastic. If you're not afraid to drop quite a bit of money, I would say you would love it. Portions tend to be smaller, but that's normal for course restaurants. I'm not so sure it's your average run-of-the-mill college students kind of place. I mean, if you're really splurging and throwing out the money, you're just saying, take my money and shut up, yeah, okay. But just be wary of that when you go there. But the atmosphere is wonderful. You're seated next to other people that you don't know, which I felt was actually kind of nice. I like the idea of that kind of random camaraderie family room thing, and it's done in the same area of Chicago that a lot of food processing is done, and it's actually right across. The Publican is right across from the Publican butcher shop, so a lot of their meat comes straight from there, which is really nice for us locavores out there. So I was impressed by that. I really enjoyed it. Their menu included a number of different things besides kind of snooty mentioning of a dish, which annoyed me. I really enjoyed the fact that it gave you where the meat was from. I felt that was a very nice touch. But I think though that portion is more suited for those of you out there who have real jobs. No, not college students. But yeah, it's something that I would love to go back to when I had money. We ordered the Serrano ham and a plate of various meats that included sausage and foie gras and head cheese, pork pie, a number of things like that. And they had good selection. They had some oxtail. I think they had tripe on one or two of the dishes. And I really like the selection there, and I really enjoyed that. So those of you who are meat enthusiasts will enjoy it. And also what I enjoyed was the fact they had a pretty decent vegetable plate selection, which I think those of you out there might enjoy as well. It is, of course, more geared towards the carnivore, but we're in Chicago, what else is going to happen? That about covers it. I would say that so far everything's going well. I should be able to give you more information tomorrow. Until then, always remember, keep looking for adventure. Ta, travelers. Blah blah.